what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Mega Strange. Good news and bad news this week. Johnny and I are actually hitting the road. We're touring across
trucking.
America. Oh, did I cut you off?
No, I didn't have anything to say. I was like about to say we're trucking, but then my brain went keep on trucking, and then it mashed them together. So
Johnny just got a booster shot, so
Yeah.
his brain is a little scrambled by the
Yeah.
vaccine. So if he says anything that's incoherent, like he's going to be trucking across America, that might not actually be 100% true.
we're vanning across America.
Yeah, we're taking a tour van. Are you going to be following us up in the big rig like, burp, burp?
I wish
Johnny on the caravan, everybody.
I'll have the
Got
sexiest
him.
mud flaps you'll ever fucking see.
Big ol' 18-wheeler, the sexiest mud flaps you ever did see. When Johnny the trucker hit the road touring across
You see?
America, following the Mega 64 Last Laugh Tour.
I watched
Burp, burp. Sorry,
I
I've
watched-
had a lot of coffee today.
Yeah, I just got my first cup. I watched a video on like the way they sleep in those trucks, and it seems really like nice. Like
Yeah, they have the truck is like so big, they have their own party bachelor pad
Yeah.
right there in the camper of the truck. So right behind the driver's seat, you just flip around back. There's your bed. You got your PlayStation 5, your mini bar, your hot tub, your condom rack.
Yeah.
Because you got a collection of designer condoms, depending on what part of America you're going to be
pile
in.
of speed.
Your pile of speed, because you're using these condoms so fast, you got to stay awake somehow.
Yeah.
Being a trucker sounds glorious and majestic. In fact, I heard that there's a shortage of truckers in America right now because of COVID, and it's
Yeah.
like one of the most available jobs. And
Really?
yeah, they something like 70% of America's truckers are not there. They need to fill like so many jobs.
That was a job they always talked about automating, and it's like it's funny that like disaster struck and they're like, please.
They didn't
Please, we
automate
need
it
people.
fast enough. But we love truckers, and today's episode actually is a throwback. So like I said at the beginning, good news, bad news. What are
Yeah.
you laughing at?
I just was trying to figure out how you'd work trucking into what the episode is about, like how you'd get there.
I'm just shooting the shit
Yeah.
here. We're just spitballing.
Shooting from the hip.
Just having a friendly conversation amongst friends. I could talk about truckers till the cows come home.
Yeah.
But that's not the topic of today's episode. Can I get to the good news, bad news?
Yes.
I've said it 3 times already. The good news is...
Wait. No, I'm kidding.
when we come back from touring America, maybe we're going to be trucking across America. We're going to have all kinds of crazy stories and new on-location content to share with you, mega strangers out there.
Yeah.
The bad news is, and this isn't even that bad of news, today's episode is going to be from the Mega Strange archives. We're cracking the old door open, and we're pulling out a classic episode, a golden oldie. Did you like my sound effect for the
Yeah.
door?
That got me.
I'm like the guy on Police Academy. I
Yeah.
can pretty much do any kind of sound effect you need.
I wish I knew his name. It's something Winslow.
Is
Michael
it?
Winslow.
Yeah, I think so. We're pulling out a classic episode today. We're going to be talking to our friend and professional wrestler, Danhausen.
Yes. And I wanted to talk about this real quick. Breaking news. Danhausen just broke his leg.
Of course, that would be breaking news to you. You
Breaking
freak.
news.
You freak, because you love when people get injured in the world of wrestling.
No, I
and
just
that's
want-
how you get your kicks, Johnny.
I just wanted to tell everyone to, while he's out injured, please go support him. He has a Patreon, and I'll put all the links and stuff to his different shops and all that jazz.
Support Danhausen. When you're an athlete, a professional athlete, breaking your leg is the worst thing that can happen to you because
Exactly.
it puts you out of business. We're rooting for him, that he has a fast and speedy recovery. We want to see him back in action. He may be one of our favorite wrestlers ever since we talked to him. It was such a nice experience to talk to Danhausen. We love professional wrestling. It was one of the first big interviews we got outside of the world of gaming and internet. Danhausen is an internet darling. He's blowing up all over the place. In fact, I feel like after he did our interview, he went and got 10 times more famous than he even was.
Yeah.
And maybe that was thanks to us.
Dude, the Mega 64 bump.
Maybe it wasn't, but I like to pretend that it is. The Mega 64 bump is real. If you didn't see the episode before, stick around. It's a great conversation. If you did see the episode before, stick around anyways, because it was a fun conversation, and you're probably going to remember all these great things that you forgot, and you're going to learn a couple of life lessons about what it's like to be an entertainer on the road, whether you're a wrestler or a world-famous YouTuber or the co-host of a podcast with a world-famous YouTuber.
Wow.
We all have things to contribute to the world of entertainment and what it's like to live this crazy life we lead. That is the nature of today's discussion when we talk to Danhausen. This is Mega Strange, a lost episode. Thank you for joining us. I almost said sticking with us, but you haven't stuck with us yet. Stick around to the episode end, and then you'll get the thank you.
Yeah, I'm going to go break my leg.
I feel like I'm coming in hot with a lot of energy.
Yeah.
I'm going to quit while I'm ahead.
You're coming in with the AK-47, blasting me away. I'm like, oh.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. I like this.
That's morbid, dude. Your vaccine brain is scrambling the dials up there. You're saying all this wacky shit.
Yeah. This is the filler episode.
This is the golden oldie from the Mega Strange archives.
Oh, dude, golden oldie.
This is our conversation with Danhausen. Let's get to it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here with a very special guest today, a fiendish phenom. I don't know.
This is going to be the hardest episode of this podcast I've ever done because I have a hard time not swearing. So if I swear Danhausen, I apologize, but that's just my DNA. I'm from the East Coast.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here with Danhausen.
Hello, yes, how are you? Danhausen here. Very nice, very evil, very famous. On this wonderful podcast video of some sort. And also, yes, if you swear, well, we might get taken off the air. So that's really on you.
Oh, God.
This is your show. You'll get taken off the air on your own show.
Oh, no.
Danhausen is a wrestler, professional wrestler.
Some would say, who knows?
Yeah, I mean, you are kind of like a mystery.
Yeah.
How would you classify yourself, Danhausen?
Famous interdimensional celebrity. Okay, we're on this other dimension right now. We're in this YouTube Zoom call.
Yeah, us from our Pirate's Lair, and are you calling from the Danhausen
Toy Zone?
Comic
Treasure
book lair? What was that?
Danhausen Treasure Cove. This is where he keeps his toys that will eventually be worth millions of dollars, as Danhausen understands it.
Okay, yeah, because I'm always trying to unravel the Danhausen scheme. It seems like there is a plot here to take over the world with Danhausen.
Yes, well, the more money you have, the more power you have, and the money is what is it? The root of all evil or something, and Danhausen is very evil.
Very evil indeed. And so the comic collection figures into it somehow. And now I'm seeing this is like a long-term investment on the
long-term evil plan. Will pay off eventually.
So Danhausen, you have like a story. You've kind of wrestled all over the country. You wrestle here in the United States and in Canada, correct?
Yes.
Where can people see you currently?
Ring of Honor. Danhausen has been hired by television company Ring of Honor, and that's usually primarily where right now you can see Danhausen during this whole debacle going on. Otherwise, Danhausen would be taking back over the independent scenes.
Yeah, Ring of Honor. We've been watching some of your matches, and obviously because it's coronavirus, it's the pandemic, they've emptied out the arenas.
Yes, it is empty now. It makes no difference to Danhausen because Danhausen just performs for the viewers inside of the camera now.
Oh, so the interdimensional celebrity star power kind of shines through.
Yeah. Yes. Well, before Danhausen would have to take his focus into it for the humans inside of the camera and also the humans sitting ringside. Now Danhausen just focuses 100% on the humans inside of the camera.
For people who've never seen Danhausen wrestle, Mr. Danhausen has a unique style.
Mr. Danhausen.
Mr. Danhausen,
Mr.
yeah.
Danhausen.
And one of these things, it's a signature move you have is this these teeth.
Yes.
Yeah.
You fill your opponent's mouth with these teeth. Where do you get these teeth from, Danhausen?
Well, here or there. Danhausen has one from David Arquette. Sent it to him in the mail. It's a very rare tooth. You're on these travels. You go to these oddity shops. You can find teeth there everywhere.
Oh.
Are you saving the David Arquette tooth for like a special occasion?
Yes. Maybe they'll, I don't know, allow Danhausen on primetime network television. Danhausen can use it on someone.
I wanted to ask about the teeth still, because like, what are Ring of Honor's like COVID policies? Like, do they make you sanitize the teeth?
Well,
Like,
Danhausen boils them, so I suppose they're sanitized. You pour them in a pot, you boil them.
like
It's not
fingers.
to spread disease. It is to spread disorientation amongst Danhausen's opponents. So it does not matter if the teeth are clean or dirty. Danhausen cleans them, though, because, they keep your stuff clean. Keep it nice and tidy.
That's the very nice portion of Danhausen.
Yes, the very
You're
evil is
boiling
pouring them into the mouth to disorient the foe and then kicking him in the face. Yes, Danhausen sees it. It is legal. You already have teeth in your mouth. You're just adding extras.
Do you ever seriously injure people when you knock their teeth out? I'm assuming their teeth come out as well, right?
Danhausen,
You never know.
Danhausen does not care.
So then, are you scooping these same teeth up as you go? Does the tooth collection get bigger over time?
Yes, Danhausen always tries to scoop them back on his way out of the ring into his jar.
So Danhausen leaves the place nicer than he found it. It's
Yes, he cleans up after himself. He's not a menace.
Okay, not a menace. Just so you're like a strange brew of evil. Let's talk about how you hate cursing.
Ah, yes. Well, no. It's a common misconception. Danhausen hates swearing. Cursing. Danhausen curses people all the time.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
like
No
cursing.
swearing, no
Yes,
swearing. No.
cursing, you can curse people, but swearing will get you taken off television. Danhausen hears it on the radio all the time. They'll cut someone out if they swear. If you're on television, they'll yell at you for swearing. And then Danhausen makes no money because he has been cut. So that's why Danhausen doesn't like swearing. Ruins his opportunity to make more monies.
Are there any swear words in particular that are worse? Because I feel and I see in your matches when somebody does swear at you, it really gets you riled up.
Yes. Well, any of them, really. You can say there's a common misconception, though, that hell is a swear. He's not a swear word. He's preposterous. But, finger swears are okay. This one, you do that. No finger swear.
Okay.
That's quite all right. Gets past the censors most of the time. Yes, but Danhausen does not say any of them because it will risk getting kicked off the television.
So Danhausen could get a job like at the FCC or like the censorship board. Should wrestling not pan out?
Well, how much do they pay?
Well, that's the question. That's what we'll have to find out.
Danhausen will work anywhere. Pay him lots of money. He'll work there.
So Mr. Danhausen, when you're not wrestling, you have a YouTube channel where you visit comic book stores.
Danhausen does lots of things. He visits the local comic shops, local screen printers. Where else has Danhausen been? Toy stores. All of the wonderful things in the world.
What are some of the when you go into these stores? I see you sneaking. You have a lot of merchandise, Danhausen. You have your face on masks. You have your own comic book. You have your jacket. Oh, there it is.
You get a close up. There it is.
Oh, wait. You want a close up, you say?
Yeah, there you go.
There we go. Look at that. Famous. So famous.
Do you have a favorite piece of Danhausen merchandise that just personally?
Well, let's see.
Meant something extra special to you?
Danhausen took a long time. He does not have one with him. He made these Halloween masks that Danhausen liked. They were like Ben Cooper style.
Oh, so there's there could be a whole collector's market for Danhausen merchandise out there right now, the rare stuff.
Oh, and the micro brawler that sold out in a day. It was a tiny action figure of Danhausen.
Why do you think people love the Danhausen toys and masks and merchandise so much? What is it about Danhausen that is just connecting with the people?
Look at this beautiful face.
He's doing a curse.
It's all the
No, this is
cursing.
not a curse. This is quite the opposite of a curse. Unless you're cursed with stunning good looks. Yes, probably because Danhausen looks very cool.
Ooh.
It is that cool look. It is that cool look.
Danhausen's
I
very
had to
cool.
literally convince Johnny not to wear makeup for this interview.
Yeah, I wanted to make you feel at home. I wanted
Should have done it.
I should have done it. See?
You're cursed.
Now I'm cursed.
No, not you. Him.
Oh, yeah, you're cursed.
Yes.
You should have worn makeup.
I should have.
Yeah,
done
next
it.
episode you have to wear makeup now.
I stopped it from happening. I
Oh,
stopped it
man.
from happening.
God damn it. So, Danhausen.
Strike one.
Oh. So, I've been noticing on Twitter that you've gotten the attention of CM Punk for
Oh,
using,
yes, Pepsi Man.
yeah, the Danhausen, your new finisher.
Yes, well, he seems to have renamed it to Very Nice, Very Evil.
Ooh, yeah. I
So
love that.
Danhausen figures, should probably name it after what Pepsi Man has called it. It was the Good Nighthausen, but we still have that television show at night, so now it is the Very Nice, Very Evil.
And I noticed someone, the other guy wasn't so happy about it, so I don't know if you want to talk about
He was not
that.
mad at Danhausen. He said he's happy that anyone uses it.
Okay, that's
So
good.
Danhausen got 2 credits, for using it from wonderful Kentahausen and Pepsi Man. Yes, they both gave the blessing. Yeah, he said, I am always happy to see anybody using it. And he said, except for you. But he said it to not Danhausen. He said it to the other fellow.
I hope sometime down the road you could, use it on one of them. That would be cool.
Maybe, perhaps, though, because they are quite the foes. Danhausen could just team with them and not have to fight them.
Smart. Danhausen's really smart.
Yes,
I
then
wish
Danhausen
I was
does
as
not
smart
have
as
to,
Danhausen.
Danhausen is an evil genius.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
He knows how to make stacks and stacks of money. I've seen it on his YouTube channel. He has like wads of cash and a big bag of cash too.
This is true. How else are you supposed to keep it?
Yeah, exactly. We should at Mega 64. We should start carrying a bag of cash around.
You pay people.
Well, I mean, you'd have to defend the bag of cash.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, that's true. That's true.
Danhausen fights people on a regular basis. That's not
They do not
us.
want to even step to Danhausen. What are you drinking there?
Oh, this is a coffee.
What
Starbucks.
flavor?
Oh, it's just the black coffee.
Oh, okay.
What does Danhausen fuel up with before a match? What's like the drink of choice for Danhausen?
Energies. The energies drinks. The Rock the Dwayne Johnson has one right now. It's
Ooh.
called Zoa Energies. You drink it, you become the Rock basically, and then you can go out and do your thing.
I know The Rock had an energy drink out. I gotta
The
Google
Rock
this.
has like every kind of
I
drink
know he has like
out.
tequila.
Yes, no, he has a new energy drink. You become
Ooh.
powerful like the Rock.
The Rock is not really wrestling anymore, but I loved The Rock. Who were some wrestlers that Danhausen watched growing up? Who kind of inspired
Danhausen.
Danhausen to get into this wild business of professional wrestling?
So it was Kane was the first Danhausen memory of wrestling. He's tearing off the door, throwing it, the red light, all of that good stuff, destroying the Undertaker. Rest in peace, everyone, and so forth. Then Danhausen stopped watching for a long time, in about 2004 or so, 2005, I don't know, something like that. And then he started rewatching when CM Punk actually was on commentary injured.
Oh.
Got Danhausen interested in watching again because he was quite interesting on commentary, so the whole show was entertaining. And then Danhausen started to rewatch wrestling. And then he went to a wrestling school and said, teach Danhausen how to wrestle or be cursed. And then they taught him, and then the rest is history, if you will.
Wow, it came full circle with CM Punk giving you that blessing. What wrestling school did you go to, if you don't mind us asking?
Oh, yes, Danhausen shall tell you. Tell you a tale, if you will. It was House of Truth, the Truth Martini in Michigan, and Jimmy Jacobs. Quite evil. Danhausen was re-inspired, and he went back in. He learned how to do all the wrestling maneuvers that Danhausen invented, like body slams and clotheslines, and what other wrestling moves are there? Sleeper holds. I don't know. Danhausen said, yeah, you can teach Danhausen how to do these, even though I invented these centuries ago. And they did, and it took a long time, and it hurt, because Danhausen had to remember how to do them. That's really what it was. And yes, then he started doing wrestling shows, and all around the United States and Canada's and everything, and making friends, becoming best friends with everyone. That's why everyone loves that Danhausen.
Let's talk about tequila. When this song plays, Danhausen starts kicking ass on the apron.
Yeah.
Strike 2.
Yeah.
Hear that?
You're right. 3 strikes, he's going to come through the TV.
I didn't even realize he's been counting the whole time.
He's going to ring my neck.
Dude.
Okay, so yes, this tequila thing. So Danhausen, it is it's kind of like Danhausen hypnotizes the audience into singing and dancing with him. And then Danhausen can absorb the power from the audience and then use it to strike his foes. But he also saw this fellow Herman do it on TV. That's why Danhausen does it.
Oh, yeah. Danhausen, do you remember, like, since we usually talk about COVID a bunch on this podcast, do you remember, like, the last match you had before, like, everything shut down?
Yes. It was one of Danhausen's favorite matches of all time. It was with Orange Cassidy. Danhausen was fighting Orange Cassidy at a mall. Sold out crowd, but of course. And then these 2 fellows came and attacked us from behind. And then Danhausen tag teamed with Orange Cassidy, the most popular tag team to ever exist, probably. And then we won. And we collected our monies. Danhausen had his money sack full. Orange Cassidy had his backpack, but of course, as he carries his championships in. And yes, we went about town after that.
I see the best friends are adding more people. Could we ever, in the future see like a Danhausen joining?
Well, maybe if they open this forbidden door of some sort, because employed by Dave Honor.
Dude.
So maybe this we can be some sort of door friends. I don't know. But they got an alien now. It's quite nice. These are all friends of Danhausen, so Danhausen likes them, wishes them the best.
I mean, Kenta showed up and did the go to sleep, so maybe you could show up and do the very nice, very Neville.
Perhaps. They should have Tony Leak and Dave Honor get in touch and pay Danhausen $1 million to do so.
Is that the only way you do it, just for $1 million on the button?
Or $100, one of the two. Either way.
Oh, yeah. It's a shifting scale with Danhausen.
All money adds up.
All money adds up, yeah.
Exactly.
It all adds up. So Danhausen, obviously you're a fan of comics.
Yes.
I see X-Men toys behind you. Which one do you go to? Marvel or DC? Where do you fit in?
The true hard-hitting questions.
Yes.
Listen, cast Danhausen in Mr. Sinister. Look at that.
It's
pretty
uncanny.
close. They would just have to cover up some of Danhausen's face with some white makeup of some sort.
Danhausen, how much money would it cost for me to Venmo you to open up one of those figures right now?
You know what? Do it. Yes, Venmo Danhausen. Danhausen will do it right now.
I mean, I'll do it. I'm
Venmo Danhausen, all of it. Danhausen will open all of them.
How much?
More monies. I don't know.
Is there anything Danhausen won't do for money? Like, the Danhausen OnlyFans? Is that on the way?
No, Danhausen will. But you take photos like, what is he? Shawn Michael.
Yeah.
Moneymaker. Danhausen has got the YouTube. He's got the Patreon page. He's got everything.
Danhausen, I notice in your matches, you come out with this cool cape sometimes, and you have like these demonic tattoos all over you. What are some of these Danhausen tattoos, and do they have any like spells, or are they like runes that have been placed on the Danhausen body to strengthen it?
This rune is called Scratchy, and this rune is called Itchy. To give Danhausen invincible powers to do whatever violent things he may have to do, and walk away unscathed for another day.
I definitely see Danhausen channeling Itchy and Scratchy like cartoon violence in these matches. That actually connects.
Got the power of Dr. Doom somewhere on him. I don't know.
That's awesome.
Hidden missiles. You know how it goes. I actually wrote down a question like, what's your favorite episode of The Simpsons? I was always wondering.
This one actually, Danhausen has a real life answer now. It is Marge versus the monorail.
Oh, that's a great episode. Because you also like Conan O'Brien, right?
Yes, and he wrote that episode.
Dude.
It's the first episode that Danhausen remembers quoting nonstop.
The monorail episode is a classic. Leonard Nimoy.
Yes.
In that one. What's your favorite episode of The Simpsons, Johnny?
That's a hard question. I don't really know. It's weird because I know no one likes season 8, but I really like
season 8.
Okay, I'm glad you like it because people always Ooh, almost cursed. People always crap on me for season 8, but I really love the episode. I don't know what it's called, where Homer goes on like that, like he eats all the hot peppers.
This is in season 8.
Oh yeah, the episode's also amazing.
Oh yeah, Hank Scorpio.
This is You Only Move Twice. This is Danhausen's other favorite episode. And what else? The first disc of season 8 has like 6 perfect episodes on it.
Dude.
You know, I think Simpsons is perfect, like season 3 through season 8.
Yeah.
Maybe that's controversial. I like the first season.
Danhausen like season 9 too.
What's on season 9? Because
Homer versus the City of New York.
Oh, okay. Dude.
Okay.
I'll take the crab
We
juice.
could take that one. We could take that one in there.
Yeah.
But I believe that is a production episode of season 8.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because once like Bill Oakley and Josh Weinstein left, that's when I kind of like check out. Because I'd rather watch Mission Hill after that.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Exactly.
It's like 8 episodes.
You know, Danhausen's always going into comic book stores too. What comics has Danhausen been reading lately?
Danhausen has not been keeping up on weekly issues, but he has been buying his good friend Steve Orlando's books to support him. So Commanders in Crisis, Danhausen has been buying, and he's been putting out a new book called Curse of the Man-Thing, which, let's see. He's been doing, I think Avengers came out. There's Man-Thing. There's Avengers. I think X-Men comes out next month. Maybe Spider-Man. I don't know. Bunch of stuff, though. But before, Danhausen would read Captain America and Moon Knight.
Oh.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I was like, I haven't been to a comic book store in like over a year. In fact, I'm watching your videos, Danhausen, to get my fix. You've been to more comic book stores than anybody I know.
Well, Danhausen must throw around his riches at these local comic shops during this trying time.
I did see that the new X-Men stuff is happening. I tried reading House of X, and I felt like too dumb.
It's confusing.
Right? Yeah, I like read most of it, and I was like, I don't really know what happened here.
Danhausen read it, did not understand most of it.
Same. There's like a whole other language in it, and like I couldn't figure out what I was reading.
Yeah, I think I picked up one issue.
Yeah, right?
I was like,
Danhausen
what I read
the
was
giant
cool.
one, the giant book with all of them.
Oh, the trade, yeah.
Yeah.
I would love Danhausen, if you're ever in San Diego, hit us up. You could do a tour of our studio here.
Ooh.
oh, wait, no, we won't wrap this up. We'll cut out where I said wrap it up.
Okay,
We'll keep
I'll
going.
Cut it.
Danhausen, do you ever come to San Diego Comic-Con?
No, but Danhausen was slated to be a guest at someone's booth this year. And last year. It was last year. And that got taken away. And then we were going to do it again this year. And then it got taken away. So perhaps there's one in November. If someone books Danhausen, maybe Danhausen will come, because that's on Danhausen's bucket list, to come to San Diego Comic-Con and film about and maybe host some celebrities on Goodnighthausen.
Huh. Well, we have a presence at Comic-Con. What if we were able to like book Danhausen to come out?
Tell you what, let Danhausen know. Danhausen does not really care about Thanksgiving. He watches Addams Family Values. That's about it. So Danhausen is free that weekend.
We're gonna make some phone calls, and we're gonna make some connections and bring Danhausen to Comic-Con for the first time ever.
Yes, we'll make a special, I don't know, outfit or something to show everybody how rich and famous he is.
Yeah, we should form like a tag team here, just so we like have this memory. Or like a faction.
I'm not really like an in ring kind of person.
But we could just like show up and cheer Danhausen on. We could like maybe give our teeth up.
You know?
Yeah, I'm down to donate some teeth. Yeah, definitely.
We could be like Mega 64 Hausen. I don't know. We could come up with a cool name, get a pro wrestling tee account, you know.
Yes, Danhausen's on there. Bestseller.
Well,
Danhausen, you have a YouTube channel.
Yes. Oh, okay. Danhausen's time to plug.
Yes.
All right, let's see. It is youtube.com/lovethatdanhausen. Danhausen's been unboxing lots of these Marvel Legends and other toys, NECA horror figures and such. What else? Oh, there are previews to Danhausen's Patreon exclusive content. Sometimes Danhausen will throw free episodes up there. This is patreon.com/lovethatdanhausen, where we have, what is it? An interview show where Danhausen interviews celebrities and wrestlers and things like that, called Goodnighthausen with Danhausen. We have the food review show, the movie review show. What else have we? Yes, the cooking show, Dining with Danhausen, where Danhausen cooks famous dishes. Yes, and then we've got what, of course, Twitter, Instagram, Danhausen AD on those. And if you'd like to order a message from Danhausen or be cursed otherwise, cameo.com/Danhausen. And then lastly, but not least, Danhausen top seller, prowrestlingtees.com/Danhausen, where we can make Danhausen the #1 seller of the year. Wouldn't that be nice?
I think that would be wonderful. Danhausen, you're operating like a fully fledged media empire over there. It's like 24/7 Danhausen TV, essentially.
Yeah, it's awesome.
On Danhausen's
should make
YouTube
this a
channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, so everybody please go over there and check that out. It's been wonderful chatting with Danhausen.
Yeah, thank you so much.
We really appreciate having you. We're going to try to get you out to Comic-Con. You know, we'll just fly you out and we'll send you the ticket and then you do your own thing because I want to see your
Danhausen
dream
shall
come true.
cause chaos, as he calls it.
Yeah. So thanks everybody for watching and stick around for more Mega 64 and Teen.
Bye.
Goodbye.
All right, we're back. That was our interview. Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for sticking with us. See, you earned it. I said at the beginning of the episode, you had to make it to the end to get the thank you, and you did it. We appreciate it. Subscribe to Mega Strange if you haven't already. And leave a comment and turn on notifications. Do all the good stuff.
Smash the shit out of that like button. Smash the shit out of that notification bell. Smash the shit out of that subscribe button. Smash the shit out of the comment section. I don't know.
What are you doing?
I don't know. I was just. Do you remember like a couple years ago when people kept saying like, "Yo, what's up, YouTube? Smash that subscribe button."
It's so dumb to say all this corny, like, please engage with our video, please, like begging the fans to do it, but it really makes a huge difference. Yeah. You have to say this stuff if you want to have a successful show on the internet, because a lot of people will just click off and leave when the video is done, and it's such a small action that they can do just to go through the extra 5 clicks to subscribe, but it makes a huge difference to us. So if you haven't done it already, please help us out. Smash the shit out of it.
The other day I tweeted about an episode and some guy was like, I already watched this episode twice, but I guess I'll watch it a third time. So shouts out to you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. If everybody would watch all episodes 3 times.
Yeah, that's the new rule.
We'd be taking over the world. But with that being said, we have come to the end of today's episode. We appreciate everybody who's joined us for today.
Yes.
And as we mentioned, we will be back very soon after we have toured the country with stories from around America. So stay tuned for more Mega Strange episodes.
And keep on trucking.
We'll see you next time, everybody. Bye-bye.